Hey everyone, Aaron here, and this is review number 93, and we're looking at chrome-shelled Regios, or Regios, as you want to call it. I've never actually been able to figure out which one it is, so I've always called it Regios, but I think it's Regios, but whatever. Anyways, so I'm going to warn you guys right now, this came out around 2009, it was 24 episodes long, and I'll tell you right now that it has no conclusive ending. It was a light novel series that finished, unfortunately, with the anime never finishing kind of beyond the 24 episodes, so it just have this, I don't want to say abrupt cliffhanger, but it has a cliffhanger that kind of goes, other stuff may happen, but we'll never go see it because it's not going to be finished. Almost similar to Legend of Legendary Heroes, almost kind of exact same concept that, you know, it has an ending, but the ending leads into a cliffhanger ending, which is like, I hate those type of endings, but Chrome Shell Regulus is awesome, and I'm going to explain why right here with me explaining the story. So in the future, dystopian wasteland, typical kind of concept, there are giant creatures that have populated the earth. And all these creatures are very huge creatures that also spew out poison, miasma, making almost the whole entire earth unlivable. What humanity did though was they made giant creatures of their own called Regios, which they are actually cities on giant turtle-like creatures that go around, but they keep the towns moving from place to place. So this way, monsters can't easily attack them, and also they are like inhabited. They're actually controlled with climate control effects and all that. So for the most part, humanity has avoided extinction by doing this. Now, the problem with that in general though is that even though they've done this, there are still tons and tons of creatures out there that are roaming around, trying to destroy everything around them, which leads to our main cast of characters who belong to those who go out and hunt the creatures and destroy them. Namely, our main character Leifan, who originally belonged to a huge, strong pack of like fighters that they were like known as the Heavens 12, I believe. I think I have that incorrect, but I might have that right. Heaven's Blade, that was the title. Though. I'm sorry. There was 12 wielders. I had part of it right. 12 warriors, but there was, you know, sometimes it's hard to remember every single little detail about him. That's why I have to review things and I have to write them down now. I write down just the general stuff though. But anyways, now Leifan is going to be put into a squad who are a whole bunch of random quirky characters, which you see there. Um, their job is to exterminate those giant creatures and kind of make sure that their land is safe. Now, over the course of the show, you're going to have more so them doing this constantly, a little bit of comedy, a little bit of romance here and there with some girls that Leifan is attracted to, and they're attracted to him. Typical kind of, I want to say almost encroaching on harem elements, but it's not that bad. The biggest issue with Chrome Soul Regios though is that it's the run of the mill. It's the run of the mill show. I mean, giant creatures, people trying to fight them. It's nothing that hasn't been done before. But in its defense, Chrome Shell works. It knows what it's trying to be, unlike a certain show I just reviewed recently called The Asterix War. It knows what it wants to be, it knows what it's trying to be, and it never tries to deviate from that. It tries to be humorous at times, it tries to be very serious. Every character might have the occasional tropes that they fit into, like, you have, again, the lowly girl, you have the girl who's kind of tough but really cutesy inside. But at the same time, though, even those characters have progression. You feel it. Over the course of the show, Leifan grows up as a character. The other girls around him grow up as the characters. Namely, one of the girls that is the one that I want to say his I guess his romantic charge. I'm not gonna say she is, but Nina. She actually is the one that grows the most out of all the characters here, where she goes from kind of being tough, but then also realizing that she doesn't always need to be tough. There's times she can let her hair down and relax. You know what I mean? And that's a good thing about a show like this. I mean, you have generic characters, but at least they're growing up and they change slightly over the course of the 24 episodes that the show is. Now, it has some phenomenal voice acting. All these voice actors are very, very well known. Todd Hackerborn does Wei Fan, and Nina, I think, is voiced by Brianna Palencia. I forgot what else she's done, but I know she's in a lot of anime. But overall, though, what you get from Chrome Shell Regios is a nice story that is, yeah, okay, a little generic, but a lot of good action, a little bit of humor here and there when it's needed, a little bit of drama. Your typical run-of-the-mill show, but it works on every front. It knows what it wants to be. It will be enjoyable for the most part. And I'll tell you guys right now, if you want to buy this, I actually have this in my Christmas haul, which might have come out yet, or might not have come out yet, but it was really cheap. I think it was like $15, so it's not that expensive to buy the whole series. So honestly, watch it. at least watch it. Or if if you watch it by whatever means you watch anime from, I'm not gonna tell you guys what not to watch. But if I had to review Chrome Cell Regios from an A through F, easily B minus. It's a B minus show. It's not the best show around, but it's got a lot of nice action. Again, the humor's good. The characters are fun. They're a little different. They are generic occasionally. The music's forgettable. Voice acting's phenomenal. And animation wise, it looks like a 2009 animation. It has that typical movement wise. I think the best parts of it are the giant like creatures themselves. They look amazing when they move around. But it's just your run of the mill show. It's a fun show to watch. You won't feel like you wasted any time watching it. You probably won't, say, oh, this is going to be my top 100 anime. You're not going to have that on there. But you'll have it. You'll still enjoy what you got. You know what I mean? Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this review. Please, like, comment, subscribe, the whole nine. And as always, until our paths cross again in the next review, have a good one, everyone. Bye.